Eyewitness News reporter Aaron Edwards is following the staffing shortage that is facing bus drivers. But first, Christian Colon is live in Ansonia, where classes have been canceled for the rest of the week. Christian, and possibly even longer than that.
Yeah, that's right. The mayor tells me that classes are canceled until Monday, but that could be extended depending on staffing issues. And one of the biggest reasons they say is because of staffing. About 25% of staff called out because of COVID-19. Students didn't show up to class today, and bus drivers are also calling out. The holiday break just got longer for Ansonia students.
I feel it's better if we see this is safe for the children, for the students, for the teachers, for the staff. It will be good. I hope so.
Fatima and Ashardi is glad her 3 grandkids will be safe at home, but was disappointed to learn there's no remote learning. Laura and Sibron felt the same way.
It's a frustrating thing for me as a parent because now what my kids are supposed to do, they're going to be home, they're not going to be learning nothing, no schoolwork is going to be done, everything is just going to be all backed up for all the students.
The district made the call after 25% of staff was out because of COVID. About 50% of the students didn't show up, and the buses lacked drivers.
They were down 70 drivers, so I thought it would be good that if we would cancel school the rest of this week, possibly another week, until we could get through this strain that we're going through right now.
The Commissioner of Education reminded superintendents of the law prohibiting district-wide remote learning through this letter on New Year's Eve. The law says remote learning should only be an option in certain situations, like when students are infected and other rare individual cases. The last option if the governor declares an emergency.
The governor hasn't issued that we could go remote. And by doing that, when the governor says, yeah, we'll go remotely, we'll get credit for them days.
The Board of Education Union Coalition, which represents over 60,000 school employees, also spoke out tonight about how unprepared schools were today. For them, being in person is the way to go, but masks, testing, and staff shortages need to be addressed.
I saw a 20% absenteeism rate in the classrooms that I worked in today. And I think our staffing across the state, we saw fluctuations even greater than that.
The mayor also tells me that decision to go back will depend on those staffing issues. And because there's no remote learning, well, that means students will have to make up those days at the end of the year. As of today, the end of the school year will be June 10th. As for the union, they're hoping the state steps up. In Ansonia, Christian Colon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.